Yeah, I mean, you know, trippy that's that new word, you know what I'm saying? When you want to turn up, you get trippy with it. Well, you know, trippy is a word from the 60s, you know what I'm saying, back in the 60s. And I just kind of like revived it, made it relevant. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting on my couch like in 2010, smoking a little bit of herb, and I was like, yo, I was telling one of my homies, I was like, you remember that word trippy they used to use back in the 60s, you know what I'm saying? You know, Grateful Dead, a lot of rock bands used to use it. And I was like, man, I'm going to take that word to another level. I'm going to bring it back and make it, like, relevant. And I started saying it in all of my songs, and it just blew up, you know. Being in the studio with Timbaland, man. Timbaland is a legend. He's a genius, and it was great working with him, you know what I'm saying. That stood out. Being in the studio with Wiz, Chris Brown, and we were just chilling, and we was like, yo, let's make a record. And we just made the record. It wasn't so much as like, I was like, yo, sing this and do that. It just happened, you know. Wiz did the hook. Wiz did a verse. Chris Brown went and just freestyled a verse. I mean, like, it's dope, you know what I'm saying? It just happened. It wasn't really planned, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of my favorite records on the album, you know what I'm saying? And I like how that record was, you know, how it became, you know what I'm saying? Because it was just like natural, you know? Wasn't even forced. It just happened, you know? Shots. I am still so shocked about Bands That Make a Dance that it's still around. People are still singing it. Every time I walk around, I go to the airport, I go to a McDonald's or whatever, somebody's always saying, you say no to Ratchet. You know, like, that song's been out for like at least a year or probably a year and a half, and people are still singing it. They still love it. They still embrace it. So I think that's a blessing, man. I want to thank all the fans. Like, it's still going. The album went, I mean, the single went platinum, and it's still selling like 20,000 a week. It's incredible. I'm shocked. I mean, like, I think I'm about to buy a new car because of that, you know? You want a car too? I'll buy you a car. You want a car? Anybody? Who all wants a car? A car for everybody. Turn up. Yeah, Wiz Khalifa is my brother. You know what I'm saying? We like family members. He made me a third owner of his label, Taylor Gang. And I'm also the head of the A&R department. So he just believes in me, man. You know what I'm saying? He believes, you know, he said he believes I can find new talent. I know music. I've been in the game for over 20 years, you know what I'm saying? So he trusts my judgment. So I mean, like, it's a blessing, man. You know, good things are happening, man. I'm happy. I got some new acts. I've been you know, been talking with new musicians. I'm not gonna say their names yet because the contracts are still pending, but we're finna sign the world. You know, Taylor Gang or die. Hey, the new word that's taking over Turn Up is called crank up. I just made that up. Crank up. Crank up. Crank up. Crank up. Crank up. Take a shot. Take a shot. Take a shot. Stay trippy, man. Stay trippy.